なんとかなったみてえだな。畳みかける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. Let's go ahead and see what handsome Squidward Rose can do. What a fantastic looking character. Now, all the legend characters have been pretty damn strong, with, you know, maybe Mini Super Saiyan 3 is a little bit of a question mark there. The real big thing we gotta wonder is, number one, what typing is this character going to have? I am gunning towards a legend Red. They've been following this theme where the new legend character always has the same type as the first appearance of the character within the game. For a Mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Purple Super Saiyan 3. Purple Vegito from the first anniversary. Yellow Bardock, the very first Team Bardock character we had was an EX, and he was yellow as well. And then Piccolo, same idea, he was blue. The very first Rose we got in the game was indeed red. Standalone red Rose. So I'm thinking he's going to be red. Wouldn't mind if he's green. Would be really bad if he was anything else, in my opinion. So let's see what we got here. Unleash powerful combos with an evolving unique gauge, a legend, Super Saiyan Rose, Ultra Super Villain Goku Black joins the fight. Evolving unique gauge reminds me of Evo. Remember, it goes from level 1 to level 3, and finally at level 3 you can do a whole laundry list of cool little things. If that's the way it works for this guy, then they have to make sure one of two things is true. Number one, the unique gauge has to fill quickly. That was the big reason why Evo got a very early unique. It just took too damn long to ramp him up to getting his full effects. And number two, if it's going to take a while, then don't withhold some of the stronger effects to the very late unique gauge. For Evo, it was the damage for the blue card as well as the endurance nullification. Withholding that would be very stupid and would be the kind of thing that hurts this character. Now, with him being the last major bait before the anniversary, I'm expecting him to be very strong. Remember, all the characters that have come as the bait before the anniversary have always been very powerful. So let us see what we get. Number one, an evolve type unique gauge that goes up to level 3. Power up your special move and ultimate arts based on the unique gauge level. If you charge it to max at level 2, you'll draw a blue card. And if you do so at level 3, you'll draw an ultimate. So a 2 ultimate character. Number 2, activate the legend actions from the high area. Activating a legend action will inflict all enemies with sub counts and let you draw up to 4 cards. Use a special move or ultimate arts to bring down your foes while they can't switch out. Damn! You better pray you got sub count manipulation, because that's the kind of thing that would help you snipe somebody out. Now, in this modern meta, literally everybody has some form of sub count. Everybody. -5 here, -3 there, -10 there. Oh, you're using a big move. I'm just going to fly in. So I don't know how prevalent this is going to be, but at least when you have niche scenarios where the opponent doesn't happen to have someone to swap into, or they're dead, then you can really leverage this kind of thing. Now, it's important to note, it says sub counts, not no switching. It's very All right, number different. 3, strong against parties with Sun family members. Ooh, I think we can all agree we are sick. Oh, if there is a tag Sun family enemy, allies get a damage buff, and you'll even reduce the amount of health enemies can revive with. Handle powerful revival characters like Legends Limited, Super Saiyan 2, Gohan Youth, Rat Bum with ease. Show the evolution of divine. Why is he blue? What? Why is he blue? Why would he be blue? What are we doing? Why blue? Oh my god, come on, bro. Listen, I get it. People are gonna say, oh, we have Wuhan. Oh, we have this. I want them to finish the damn Legends type wheel first, please. You know what this means? It means they're saving red and green for anniversary. This is 100% confirmed. They're saving it for anniversary. They want, I don't know what the hell they want. I'm probably gonna make a video talking about my anniversary predictions, but red and green seem to be just locked away in a closet of super hype where they refuse to let you see what it is. This is the Mona Lisa and the Van Gogh of paintings where you are not allowed to see or witness these two types. They just want to hold it forever. I don't know why he's blue. If I think of the future team, okay, maybe fine. But even if you think about powerful opponent, I don't care what anybody says. Android 13, everything that he brings to the table is still worth it. Powerful opponent loves having 13 there. So I find it odd that they went with a Legends blue. Damn, at least give him green then. You want him to hurt Gohan? Make him green then. Damn, man, they went with blue. I don't agree with that. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. But whatever, it's not up to me. But this is nice to see. A lot of the meta right now is just Sun family characters everywhere. Either Gohan's there or Ultra Namagoku. So, okay, I'll take this. Alright, Z ability is for, what do we got? God Key Future Powerful Opponent. Of course, Powerful Opponent is the last one. Strike attack, strike defense, but if you're also God Key, you get 18% blast defense. His strike card, you have blast armor. Landing a hit will increase the damage received by all enemies. That is nice. Very, very powerful effect. You know, a character similar to this would be like the Super Vegito, except your entire... I think he makes the entire enemy team take extra slice damage instead. But that continuous debuffing is just something that gets thrown under the radar, and then you swap to somebody you think would be able to handle the damage, but all of a sudden it's like, oh, why is it hurting him so much? Last card, like a strike cards, land a hit to increase damage received by all enemies. This is strong. Typically, it's usually on just like a strike card, but looks like it's strike and blast. Meaning, if Rose has strong combo potential, then man, your entire team is taking significant damage. Blue card, power up based on the unique gauge level. At level 3, nullify element disadvantages and get a boost to special move damage. Okay, this is where I'm concerned already. At level 3? No, it's at level 2. Okay. Massive slice damage on activation, 40% blue card damage based on the gauge level. At level 2, you go type neutral, uncancelable. Damn. That's super strong. Uncancelable type neutral. That's a lot. And at level 3, you get another 60% blue card damage, which cannot be canceled. Wow, his blue card is going to hit hard. He's a strike-oriented character with a melee blue. The wonderful Wombo combo. On hit, enemies hit with an extreme bleed. Blast armor going forward, really, really strong. This is going to be a very satisfying blue card. What I was worried about is they tucked away stuff like this at level 3. The only thing that sucks, he doesn't have endurance null, but that's probably going to be on the ult. Green card, power up based on the unique gauge level. At level 3, strike cards will have a 10% chance to inflict extreme bleed, and you'll even increase the overdrive gauge charge rate. This is an underrated powerful effect. I know there's only one character that has it, but I think I've done this in several videos. There was a fight that I had against a Buhan, Vegito, and I think a Kid Buu team, and I had mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku with mini Red Goku, and we were able to close out the fight fast because with the mini purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I got overdrive fast. And remember, that character gets a 50% overdrive charge rate if he fights with another Daima ally. It's very, very strong. Auto counter characters you'll be able to snuff out. Characters that, you know, maybe they have an AoE green and you just did a single tap you can go with. You can debate them and make different plays. This is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. So draw a card on the green. Get 15% health, 40% key. Nullify cover changes. Good. He's one of those legend characters that gets cover null off the green. Some of them only get it when they do the dynamic area change, which is probably a weak effect. All enemies slice damage received plus 15% cannot stack. Based on the unique gauge level. At level 2 and above, you draw a card if you have 3 or fewer, and your strike card's hit will inflict extreme bleed at an increased 10% chance. At level 3, your overdrive charge rate is 30%, increased by 30%. Not as much as the 50%, but this is going to be noticeable. Really, really strong. A green card that can give you 2 cards. It's pretty nifty. You can tell that it's strong. I think the Red Bardock Zenkai Awakening is a good example of that. Ultimate. Powers up based on the unique gauge level. At level 3, nullify element disadvantage and get a boost to ultimate damage. Supreme Slice damage on activation. 20% ult damage uncancelable with nullify endurance. Based on the unique gauge level. At level 2, go type neutral, which cannot be cancelled again. And at level 3, you get another 40% ult damage, which cannot be cancelled. And on hit, inflict the enemy with extreme bleed. Another melee-based ult. Blast armor charging forward. Looks like it's going to hit pretty hard. Main ability, reduce all enemies' health restore by 50% and reduce your opponent's Dragon Balls by 2. Strong effect, reducing Dragon Balls. Destroy one enemy. Thank the heavens. Thank the heavens for this. I'm so tired of characters that do not destroy a card to draw the ultimate. I think Legend Piccolo does this. I had this happen in a match where I caught my opponent in a sidestep, but I had 4 blasts in my hand. If I had gotten him with the ultimate, I could have killed him, but he doesn't destroy a card to pull it. So I had to risk a jump, and I failed, and then I ended up losing priority. So I'm grateful for this. Heal 30%, get 40 ki, enemy Dragon Balls -2, all enemy health restore -50, no problemo, really good. Starter ability, Goku Black has endurance. If there is a Tag Sun family enemy, then allies will get a damage boost and enemies will receive a reduction to the amount of health they recover when they revive. So 330% damage with 280% damage guard. 40% ki recovery, level 1 card draw speed, and 40% recovery on endurance. It's crazy how this game continues to push the damage guard numbers and it still doesn't feel like characters can properly sponge hits. You know, Purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I use him quite often. He has 280, 290% damage guard once you satisfy the conditions. And even then, it still feels like on either big moves or on a decent combo, people get shredded. We're nearing 300%. Definitely something we're going to see during the anniversary, and still it doesn't feel like people can properly take damage. When an enemy battle member is Sun family, revival health -60%, ally damage +20%. So this is a baby version of what Android 13 is able to provide, but hey, maybe people are going to start running 2 blues. Unique ability, nullify cover changes when you use a strike or blast arts, plus when you draw a special move or ultimate arts, you regain ki and gain hand protection. On entry, draw 1 card if your hand is 3 or fewer, heal 15%, 40 ki, type neutral, damage received. I'm going to be honest, I don't like this because before we adopted the new design philosophy, I said way too many characters have this, and it's starting to feel like there's a redundancy in what element advantages even mean. And they themselves said it too. They're like, hey, we got way too many characters that kind of just do everything, way too many characters that could just go type neutral, thus nullifying a core mechanic of the game. We're gonna stop doing that. But they don't care. Everyone, Nappa has this, Purple Cell has this, now this guy gets this, like everybody just has this. They went back on their word, and fine, you know, if you release a character in a meta where perhaps they're not gonna fare the best, they have characters to be worried about, it's not gonna be the greatest, but who cares? Who cares? That just means that in the future you gotta release a character that will help them out. That's all this is. I don't like them spamming this out. On strike and blast use, 20% damage, so he stacks up damage fast. Not as much as Legend Piccolo, who I believe gets 30%, but 20% is a lot. Nullify cover change, activation reset on switch and area change, nice. On special move ultimate arts draw, get 40 ki, protect hand, cancel attribute downgrades under normal conditions. When you're hit by an enemy's arts, ally subcount -1, destroy 2 enemy cards. If your health is 30% or lower, heal 30% of your health, ki -30 on the enemy. All enemies subcount +3. Ooh, they gave him the trifecta of disrupt. Lower ki, destroy card, box you in. The ultra full power Frieza disrupt. This is strong. And it looks like you can continue to run this, right? You get hit by an enemy's arts, your allies can come into the field earlier, but you kill 2 cards, right? Should your HP go below 50%, you'll heal 30% and then reduce ki. Oh, resets on switch, so it's not like, okay, my HP is at 80%. If they continue to hit me and I go down 50%, I can proc this again. All right, never mind. It's only going to happen once when they show up on the field, but it's still very strong. While not defeated, an enemy activates an ultimate awakened arts or rising rush, cancel enemy buff effects, ally subcount -5. Notice it says while not defeated. So this is a debuff that can apply while Rose is on standby. Really, really strong. Really, really strong. Cover change against Blast, really good, given full power Super Saiyan 4s everywhere, and then chainable with the blue. His unique gauge, special move and ultimate arts are powered up based on the unique gauge level. Charge the unique gauge to max when at level 2 to draw a special move arts, and do so at level 3 to draw an ultimate. When the unique gauge becomes full, you get 50% damage for 10 counts, which cannot stack. Crit rate plus 50%, 10 counts, non-stacking. Level 2 card draw speed cannot stack. And then based on the unique gauge level, at level 2, draw the blue card. Activations reset on switch. Draw one card if your hand is 3 or fewer. And at level 3, destroy a card to get an ultimate twice. Wow. When the unique gauge is full, the level resets to level 1. Draw a blue and an ultimate again. Charges by 50% on strike and blast hit very rapidly according to key charge time. Holy crap, what? Charges by 50% when you land a strike or blast arts? Holy crap, what? Oh my god, what the hell? If this works how I think it does, then this is broken. Oh my god. That is busted. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, it's consumed when the unique gauge is full as well. Okay, there's a reason why this is important. Because Red Merge Zamasu, when his unique gauge becomes full, it takes another card to consume it. Either you take another card to consume it when it's on the defensive gauge, or you have to use another card when you're on the offense. This gauge doesn't rely on you using another card when it's full. So it means you will show up on the field level 1. You get priority. You use a strike and a blast. It's now level 2. You don't need to use another card after it's full to get to level 2. So I use a strike or blast. I draw a blue card. If I keep comboing, I'm going to get an ultimate. So I, in 4 cards, am going to draw an ultimate. Isn't that insane? Now keep in mind, he gets 50% damage and crit rate and level 2 card draw speed. Getting 4 cards is not hard at all. Not hard at all. And where else is it in his kit? Hold on. When he draws the blue and the ultimate, he gets 40 ki. So you might think, oh, one of the issues he may have is that he's not going to get enough ki to actually use those moves. Who's an example of this? Janemba. When your opponent swaps and you have the full gauge or whatever, one of the scenarios that you run into is you're trying to time the blue card with the second fill of the unique gauge so you can hit him with a blue that is now powered up and type neutral. But one of the faults this character had was you often ran out of ki before you got to that point because you're using ki to do combos. But because Goku Black can supplement his own blue card on level 2, he gets 40 ki here, and then he'll do 2 more cards, and then he'll draw the ultimate, which gives him 40 ki again. Meaning, Rose is ki sufficient to do an entire combo where he's going to get the 50% damage. He stacks 20% damage per card that he's using. Your entire enemy team is taking extra damage per strike or blast that he's used. And then he's going to hit you with an ultimate. And remember, when his ultimate... the ultimate hinges on the unique gauge being at a certain level. So at level 3, he is type neutral. And he gets 40% additional ult damage guaranteed. Holy crap. Oh, look at that. Sorry, this is also uncancelable. 60% ult damage type neutral. at level 3 after 4 cards. Rose is busted. What? That's insane. Holy crap. His Legends action, draw up to 4 cards and inflict all enemies with the sub-count activation from the high area. So if you're in a situation where you have priority and you're in the high area, oh my god, you can do the Legends action after you do that combo to box somebody in and then hit them with the ult. Because you're going to have the ultimate and the blue in your hand. Yeah, he's cracked. Rose is cracked. What did they do? Holy crap. Yeah, I'm sorry. Rose looks really good. Rose looks really damn good. This is the level of bait people would need for them to summon. The only thing that might catch people off guard is it doesn't look like Rose has any sort of arts cost decrease. So if you have any character that increases his arts cost a lot, like Trunks, for example, or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the Ultra, then this could be a problem. Could be a problem, but I'm trying to double check. Ah, psych, baby! It doesn't matter, because he's going to cancel any arts cost increase that you did, because he cancels attribute downgrades in the normal conditions. Damn! Rose's cracked. There you have it, fellas. Rose looks broken. This looks like a stupendous bait before anniversary. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. If you're going to summon for this character, I wouldn't be shocked, but holy crap. Did they gas this guy to be insane? Insane. He looks really, really strong. I'm going to put an asterisk based off of these 2 things, but if my assumptions are correct, he's busted. Busted, busted, busted. Either way, be on the lookout for the showcase when it comes out, but until next time, peace!